I can raise the funds to go to the super isolated rainforest in Myanmar that apparently you can't even access by helicopter. We can post the videos almost like how they on YouTube posted Joe Rogan clips, where they'll just like capture the whole thought of what they're talking about and then post the whole clip of them talking.
Yeah.
But only about each topic that they jump from. Speaking of the Joe Rogan podcast, I have a crazy idea.
You want to be on it?
What?
Oh, I can't stop yawning. I need to stop.
You do need to stop.
Oh, jeez. You gonna be on Joe Rogan?
Well, maybe at some point.
That would be crazy.
But you see all these like explorer zoologist guys go on Joe Rogan, right? And they talk about the New Zealand moose and all these weird anomalies.
I've been watching that one where they're talking about the Amazon, where they go explore in there with like the tribes and stuff.
And they talk about how unexplored it is because it's so hard to get to and all this crap that I don't believe for a second. It's called No One Cares. No one cares.
You're really getting political on your thought there.
No one cares what's in the Amazon. And if they did, we'd go there. Right? You think?
I think it's just such a national treasure that they don't want to like keep disturbing.
They don't want to explore it?
They don't want to disturb it.
No, I want to explore it. That's the thing is I want to explore it.
You want to cut down the trees?
But this guy, I forget which zoologist explorer guy it was on Joe Rogan, or maybe it wasn't John Cho. You know John Cho?
Yeah.
Yeah, he talked about the Congo. Specifically, there was this...
Are you talking about David Cho?
Or maybe it's David Cho.
Yeah.
John Cho's the actor. My bad, guys. He talks about these places and how they're so inaccessible that they're almost virtually unexplored. Like what are they called? The Twin Craters in either Vietnam or China. I know there's a super deep giant cave in China that has its own ecosystem with its own clouds. Where there's rumors of like mini people down there. And the zoologist guy pretty much says like, well, I doubt it, but there could be because it's been isolated for so long.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Did you see that one guy? The video was circulating like last week. The guy who's like cave hunting. He's looking for caves in like
does he fall in
Arizona desert or something? He's like, man, I'm looking for this cave. It looks like an M. It's like an M-shaped cave.
Yes.
And he's going in there because he went in there one time.
He said he went in there a long time ago.
And he started vibrating like his whole body. He left to go get his firearm. And he went back in there and then he never found again. And then people were talking about how the government developed a weapon that can basically microwave you off of vibrations, which I think is crazy. But
all right. Well, anyway, my thing is the reason that these places aren't explored is because there's no money in it. No one's gonna pay. Like I was thinking, like how do these explorers do it? It's not a job to be an explorer.
There's actually people doing it. But they're not going.
But here's the thing: is those people, like the Titanic guy, the guy who's like, oh, I'm gonna build a submarine and go down to the Titanic. How did he do that? Who paid for that? Answer is he was already super rich. All of these people, you already have to be super rich to be able to do these things.
No one's actually going in there. A lot of people are opting to do the overhead flying surface radar thing, where they send radars down
with the ocean
in a plane. In the Amazon.
Yeah, to try to find like the hidden cities and stuff.
Yeah, that's how they're exploring the Amazon.
All right, well that's crap to me. That's bull crap.
You want to roll in there like a tank?
Yes, but here's the thing: is no, I want to do it on foot. I want to become like Survivor Man. I want to be the next Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay.
I think we need to do 2 hard years of like survival. We watched the full 3 seasons of dual survival, and then we'll be ready to go.
The guy on Joe Rogan went in there with 10 days worth of like dried nuts and other things.
Yeah, and then got lost, and the other guy ate all the food. Are you talking about David Cho?
No, I'm talking about the other guy. He's actually like a
Gotcha.
explorer.
Yeah, no, we should do that. And nuts are actually a good food because they're really like calorie dense.
Yeah, that's why that's literally what he said.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally.
We need to undergo some we got to do a lot of harsh camping. But I think there's some crazy stuff out there. I was watching the Wendigoon 9.5 hour conspiracy theory iceberg, and a few different caves came up that supposedly had like these weird beings in them that then the federal government of those countries then shut down, and you're not allowed to go in that cave. But who's gonna stop me? Do they got armed guards there all the time? Probably not. If I'm
Probably.
Survivor Man, I can just walk in there, videotape it, and then bring it back out. And like I said, the reason that people aren't doing these things is because there's no money in it. So there's either you have to find a way to make really good content out of it and monetize it that way, or crowdfunding. Start a GoFundMe so that I can raise the funds to go to the super isolated rainforest in Myanmar that apparently you can't even access by helicopter. I don't need to access it by helicopter. I have feet. I have legs.
Who's gonna want to fund
I can
that?
walk there.
Just fund you walking into the forest and never walking out. Yeah, let's fund this guy.
Fund his suicide. Yeah, but it'll be fun. No, because I'll come out. That's why I'm doing the Survivor Man stuff.
Yeah.
And as much as we love the Amazon, these places are a lot the same. Because a big thing about the Amazon is a lot of the plants, animals, just like the general living things in the Amazon are only found there. Most of the stuff that you find in the Amazon can't be found anywhere else in the world. Same with the giant craters in Vietnam. Same with this rainforest in Myanmar, the deep Congo rainforest. These are all very isolated and unique places with giant spiders. So I would need a lot of money to risk my life to go there, guys. But I was just thinking it'd be really cool to be an explorer, okay? And the only way to be an explorer is to already be super rich. So a better way to get rich than by being an explorer. A crowdfunded explorer. That's what I would call it.
Well, we'll do a podcast in the Amazon, like deep in the Amazon.
Okay, but that's only like maybe 10% of the plan, right? Because the other one is I got really into this Agartha. Do you know what Agartha is?
Like Call of Duty?
Kind of like Call of Duty. I don't know how Call of Duty, what the mythology of it is in Call of Duty.
It's like the other world?
It's inside of Earth. It's
like
Hollow
Antarctica.
World Series. Yeah. Access through Antarctica, or supposedly there's other caves in the Earth.
Yeah.
Or on the Earth that you could also get down
There's
to
one,
it in.
I think over in like South Africa or something, they talked about there's a cave, and it takes like a bunch of like days to like do it. But apparently that's like the entrance.
No, it would take a long time if you think about it.
Like weeks.
It would be like, unless you had a car, because think about it this way.
You just imagine driving a car down a cave.
Think about it this way. Like a road trip across the U.S. takes how long? Like if you're just driving across the U.S., it's going to take you like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And the U.S. is how far? Like how long approximately?
A couple thousand, like 1,000 so miles.
3,000 or 4,000 miles across, I think.
Yeah.
In like the smaller spots. The radius of the Earth is like, I want to say it was like 5,000 some miles. Right? That's the radius. The deepest point on Earth right now is only about 5 miles deep. It's Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench.
Yeah. Dude.
That's the deepest point in Earth, and it doesn't even go 0.1%.
Well, have you heard about those underwater lakes like SpongeBob?
Where it's like denser water?
Yeah.
So that it sinks below the other water?
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently someone found a certain one somewhere. I forgot where it was. But like when he explored it, he touched it, and like miracle properties happened. And days later, his helicopter crashed.
Interesting. Yeah, no, these are the things that I want. I want that to be me.
Apparently,
I should have been in that helicopter.
Yeah. Fund him.
Fund me.
Dude, yeah. So yeah, there's some like healing water down in the ocean.
Well, all I'm saying is as deep as the Earth is, there could be something down there.
YouTube's not pushing this podcast.
No, because we're on to the truth, guys. Yeah. But like, I don't know if you've ever seen that clip from, I think it's the Joe Rogan podcast with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, I love him.
Where if the Earth were a ball or a marble, and you felt the surface of it, it would feel completely smooth to you. Even the Mariana Trench and Mount Everest, you wouldn't even be able to feel them.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. The Earth is deep. It is big. And you're telling me there's nothing down there. You are confident in that.
Well, the sea's like...
And then we know there's aliens. So where they been all this time? If there was aliens on the Earth all this time, where have they been?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Antarctica. They're in
Well, there's
Agartha.
Satellite images that look like pyramids in Antarctica. Because
the pyramids were crazy too. Don't even get me started on that, dude.
Well, yeah, obviously the way they're set up, there's no doubt about it. But I just think it's crazy that like in Antarctica, like in the middle, there's nothing there, because there's no creature who can like live there.
Antarctica?
Yeah.
Except the penguins. Well, they can't go to the middle. Actually, they do go to the middle when they want to kill themselves. When they get depressed.
God, it's so sad.
I know, and I'm sure we've all seen the video of it now. But where the cameramen are like, yeah, we've tried to go pick them up and bring them back, and they go back.
That video almost made me cry. I wanted to go out there and save that.
But
penguin.
okay, actually, this leads me to my next point. I am pro global warming. How am I going to find Agartha when the whole place is frozen? I need to get down to the landmass. So I think the faster we can accelerate global warming to melt off these ice caps that are covering Agartha, the better.
Just for the theory's sake.
It's not a theory, okay?
Just for this sake. Just for that sake.
It's for real. Dude, do you think that there's another civilization world inside of the Earth that the oceans rising a little bit outweighs the importance of it?
You know what we need to be exploring? Sorry just to ram what your thought there.
No. Go ahead.
You know, we need the Sahara Desert.
Explore it?
Yes.
There's nothing out there.
That thought alone. That's
desert.
why we need to be
sand.
Have you heard like
Unless you mean under the sand.
Yes. Have you heard like every what was it? 5,000 years?
Like the climates of everywhere shift?
Yeah, so like the Sahara Desert eventually turns into a jungle, and then it goes back to desert and then back to jungle.
I've heard that. I don't know if I fully support that, but yeah.
Oh, but you support the
Well, the only I don't think I don't think it would be every 5,000 years, because how old is the Egyptian Empire? Like it dates back about 5,000 years, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were set up in the desert.
Yeah, it was desert then.
And then when it turned to desert, they just stayed there.
Oh, you think they were there as a jungle, and then it turned desert, and they were like, "Oh, we're already set up. We might as well stay here."
Yeah,
that could be. That could be, because actually, now that I think about it,
who do we know though?
Their civilization is very similar to that of the Aztecs, which were in jungles,
and they had pyramids.
And they were in a jungle.
Yeah.
Did you know there used to be way more pyramids? But this like one specific, I think a guy from Europe, a European conqueror guy, he had them go like demolish a bunch of them looking for treasure. Like straight up just rip them apart.
Did you hear about the Sphinx?
Yeah, it used to be different, but then the face fell off.
No, it's way older than what most people think.
No, they chiseled the guy's face onto the Sphinx. It used to be like a completely different face.
Yeah. And the reason,
I think the nose
one of the biggest evidence is why the desert turns into a jungle every so often.
Mm-hmm.
It's because there's like water corrosion on the Sphinx that could only happen from like major rainfall, and that doesn't happen in the desert, buddy. That doesn't.
That's true.
It doesn't.
Okay. That's a good point.
Go look at it. Go look on the side of the Phoenix. Look at it.
We got to get a car that can drill underground, so we can drill under all this sand and see what's down there. The sand's in the way.
Yeah.
Or
we need like a big old vacuum.
I was gonna say a big fan to just blow all the sand somewhere else.
No, we need to freeze ourselves and just wait a couple thousand years and see what's happening.
That's a fun thought too. What's that called?
What's it called?
I think it's called like brain in a jar theory.
If
is your brain you? Are you your brain? If I just put your brain in a jar, but kept your brain supplied with oxygen and blood, would your consciousness be inside that brain? thinking, man, where are my eyes at? How come I can't see or feel anything?
Yeah, because I believe the only thing you can be certain of that's 100% consciousness is yourself, like your own stuff.
And it's in your brain. It's contained within your brain.
Yeah,
You sure of that?
I'm sure. I mean, the science is
Okay,
probably
okay.
backing it up.
All right. Probably. We say that because we've done no research on any of that. We're pulling all of this out. Okay. That solves that. That's your stance on the brain in a jar theory. You are your brain. Okay. Do you know what the mitochondria is?
Remind me in the audience.
It's an organelle inside of the cell. It's the powerhouse of the cell. If
Powerhouse of the cell, biology 101, dude.
But a lot of these organelles they have found is they're all organelles inside of one cell. It's a single cell will have multiple organelles. But if you remember right, they talk about how single cells used to be different. These organelles used to be their own cell, like single cell organisms that somehow this cell took in and made part of it, but it's still one single-celled organism.
Yeah.
I forget what the term for that was. But like the mitochondria itself is like two organelles mashed together that made one better organelle that each cell has. And it has different DNA than the cell that it's inside of.
Sure.
So I have a theory that our brains and our bodies evolved separately, right? We're different organisms at one point. And we're like hermit crabs that evolved this way. And our brains crawled inside of our bodies and made one organism together. Right? Isn't that crazy?
No,
yeah, that's actually true, guys.
No, it's 100%. No, it's
that's
crazy.
That's true.
No,
that did happen.
I like the theory that when we were like primates, that we just took a bunch of psychedelics.
Oh yeah, what was that called? The psychedelic
and just
chimp?
and just unlocked
theory.
us.
Yeah, Joe Rogan likes that one too.
Oh, I like it.
I like to think of us as Krang bots from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And actually, Krang bots from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles makes way more sense to me. Why didn't we evolve with our brain in the center of our bodies, where it could be the most protected?
Because the heart needs to pump blood, and it's like
it can't do that.
The heart
from up
needs
here.
to be in the middle.
If it's up top, it has gravity working in its favor.
But
it would pump better.
But when you're in different positions, your foot's going to be it's going to work. It's going to be working the hardest to get blood in your foot.
Okay, so I can't have my brain and my heart in the center of my body.
That'd be kind of weird. Like our heads would be just really. Oh wait,
why can't my eyes be in the middle of my chest?
Because you got lungs.
So
we're gonna put the lungs.
I got livers and a lung and all this stupid crap in here. You're telling me you can't fit one more?
All right, let's just re-diagram the human body.
That's what I'm saying. And I want breathing holes on my chest so someone can't just strangle me. If I have breathing holes on my chest, you're gonna have to take both your hands and cover my breathing holes. I don't want to get strangled so easily. And while we're at it, let's add gills.
All right, so here's the human body. So he wants the brain right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want the heart, what?
Overlapping it, pretty much.
Overlapping it. The lungs?
The same way the lungs and the heart are overlapped now.
Do you want the lungs there? Keep the lungs where they're at?
Put the lungs lower down where my kidneys are now.
Okay, where are we going to put the kidneys? And where are we going to put the digestive system?
We don't need those anymore.
Okay, we're going to throw those out.
Same with the liver. That's all one system. We don't need that.
We don't need it. We don't need it filtering our stuff.
All of our filtering in our body, take it out. We don't need that.
I just
then we can absorb more.
Okay, so this is the front side of us. So from your point of view, our front side is going to look like this. So if we look from the side,
really lumpy.
So that's our front side. It looks normal. Our side view is going to look like this.
No, it's not. Your brain's not that big. You think you're a big brain? Your brain's not that big, pal. Also, I want my eyes. I know it's already pretty close as it is. I want my eyes practically implanted into my brain so that the optic nerve is like as short as possible. Because I heard our reaction time is purely limited by the length of our optic nerve and the time it takes to get to your brain and then to the rest of your body and react to it.
Why do people have better reactive time then? Do they have shorter?
Some people just suck, right?
Gotcha.
But like, and actually, now that I think about
Like
it,
their motor skills.
yeah, they just suck, or they have like slow twitch muscles. Some people have fast twitch muscles. Some people have slow twitch muscles, or more than the others.
TTV, IP Shane, Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well that's 52 minutes, and I think we've rambled for quite a bit of it.
That's 52 minutes.
Yep.
What's that? How many episodes would that be?
This will be episode 2, technically.
But we could make like 4 episodes.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we'll see you on what is it?
Well,
High capacity.
You want to stop? Oh, you want to go straight to high capacity?
See you guys on high capacity.
Okay, we'll go high capacity.